We have Toyota Corolla Verso 57 plate. We have been diagnostic this one near side front wheel bearing. So we're going to do the front near side wheel bearing front. I'm going to show you how to do this, and we already took out the parts, so therefore I'm going to show in a reverse way how to do this. This is the wheel bearing presser, and we're going to push the bearing out. So for that, from the hub, we're going to press out first. So you can see the hub coming out from the knuckle. There we go. So you can see the hub there. So I took out the knuckle. This is the thing. Now I'm going to press the knuckle, which is the bearing part stuck in there. So I'm going to press that one out and taking out which is the stuck part on the knuckle actually. This is 20-ton wheel bearing presser. So which is the stuck part. Now I'm pushing down from the knuckle, and the other half have been stuck on the hub. I'll show you how to take out that one later. So now I'm going to do the rest of the part which is stuck from the hub. This one I have to probably grind out, so I'll show you how to do it. Before you use in the grinder, you need to use the safety measurements. And for this one, if you do the triangle cut, it will be easy rather cutting all the way, and then you can chisel it down. I'll show you how to do it. So here I'm going to cut it the triangle. You can see the part stuck on a hub. So here I'm going to chisel it out. You can see the triangle cut I have been made in there. So now I'm chisel it out. Here we go, the part going to come out now. There we go. That's the one. So the hub is clear now. Now the next one is you need to use the sandpaper to sand it up, hub and the knuckle both, to clear out from the dirt. So sanding it down all around. Doing this sanding up is what is the purpose actually, to clean up the surface and make it the surface smooth. So once you sand it down, what you can do, clean up with the clear fabric, and then you can grease up, so that's make the surfaces so clean, clear and smooth up, so you can easily push the bearing to the knuckle. This is the greasing up the knuckle, and you have to do the same for the hub as well. And this is the wheel bearing we're going to use. This particular wheel bearing don't have no codes. If it is come letters or coding in there, you need to use that side face into the dry shaft. If not, sometime it come like a bit of darker brownish color, so if it is like that, you need to use that to the driver shaft side. But this one is fully clean, so it's no coloring code or nothing, so therefore you can use any side. So I'm greasing up the bearing as well, so it making smooth to go to the hub. So you balancing the bearing to the knuckle, then you need to give a small hammering to level up. Then I'm going to take this to the bench presser and press it down. So I'm using a plate to give the pressure equalize. When you press in this, you need to press to the certain level. If you press it over, you can't reverse it back, so you have to change the bearing. So therefore, when you're pressing, make sure you're pressing it to the certain level. And while you're pressing, make sure it's not going uneven. You need to press it all the way level up.
Something went wrong, you can't change that.
So this particular job, if something going wrong, you can't change it because you have to do all the job again. Because of this bearing, you need to push it out and do a new bearing. So therefore, this is a very smooth job you have to do, so you can't rush it. You need to take your time and you need to know what you're doing basically. And make sure you're pushing it evenly. If it is going uneven, it's not going to settle properly. So see, you can see I'm checking is it going properly to the level to make sure everything all right. This is one thing you can expect from the Sano motors. We always make sure we done the correct job. So now you can see it being pressed to the level up properly. Yeah, now this is the most important part. This bit some people forget to do it, but this is the locking thing to the hole in the bearing. But some people, because of the rush or because of they're not thinking properly, they will forget to do this. But this is one of the important part when you does the bearing, and I'm guaranteed you Sano motors we always does that correctly.
It's called Circlip. Circlip.
This special clip called Circlip, that's the name it's called. So you need to make sure it's tied up properly, lock it up properly to secure the thing. Now I'm greasing up the bearing, so next step going to be putting the hub there. So this job also you need to make sure hub going balancing and evenly to the knuckle straight down. So therefore you need to keep it to the balance and you need to make sure it going even. In any case, if it is going uneven, it's make a trouble. And when you're pressing, you need to keep checking is everything going smooth. So here now you can see we checking the things is going smooth up. There's no gap, nothing, everything balancing up to the level. So you can see how good we done our job. As once you've done it, you need to take it out, spin around and see any noise, any rubbing, any sounds coming up. So you can see the smooth job in there spinning nicely. If it is not, you have to replace it. Now we're going to fix in the things. So we push into the knuckle to the lower ball joint arm. You need to tie it up to properly, and this one come a top clip as well. Make sure once you tie it up the bolt, you put the clip as well. Now this is the dust cap. This is very special thing because of this preventing going the dust to the wheel bearing, and this one have a hole, so you need to align this hole towards to the ABS sensor. In case if you don't align it, the ABS sensor can't read the thingy, so where it is cause a problem. So you need to make sure you align it. So you can see I have put the drive shaft, and now I'm attaching it to the top mount of the shock absorber. Put in the bolt. This is normally attaching from the 2 bolt, and you need to spin around and see is it spinning still properly once you put the drive shaft. So now you can see I'm putting the track rod ends. This one also come a top nut and a clip as well. So once you tight up the nut to certain newtons, what you have to do, you need to put the clip and bend it down. So here we go. So we done this bit. So now I'm going to do tight up the 2 mounts which is attaching to the shock absorber. This mounts normally spinning. If you have a gun, you can use the gun for one side, and you can use the ratchet for holding the nut to not to spin up. And this is the nut we put in for the drive shaft secure. So this one you need to make sure you tie it up properly. The job will be easy if you have a gun, because if you can tie it up securely. If not, use the ratchet and tie it much as possible. And the most important thing, once you tie this up, you need to secure it. So for this is the trick. You need to use the chisel and hammer, give a side cut to secure the nut, so then the nut don't spin up. So that will be stay secure until we take out for next job. Now we're going to attach in the disc. And this is the brake caliper, which is the brake pad and thing hanging up. So we're going to put the caliper. We always double check what we're doing. So this is what you can see. We checking even the brake pad even good, or what happening in there. You can see it before even putting the nuts. So it's tightening up the brake calipers. Always make sure you tie it up to the certain level, which is guided newtons. So don't over tight it, don't tight it lesser. So you need to make sure you're done to the correct level. Always the job. So you can see everything tied up properly and spinning and seeing. So this is the hard part, so fixing the tire. But anyway, I'm going to do that bit as well, even though it's that hard. So you guys can see we doing all works. We take engine works, we take clutch plates, we do the gearbox. We are Sanu Motors and we base in Bromley North. And our mobile number, call out for the 0755102 So you guys can give a call. We do the MOTs, we can pick up and drop off the cars, and we do the roadside repairs. This is the first video we uploading, but a few more videos to come. So make sure you guys subscribe and follow up us, and give your comments, any good bads, anything, we don't mind. And I'm from the Sanu Motors, so please guys keep watching us. Thank you very much. We are from the Bromley North. Thank you again. Please subscribe.